Hello, welcome to Rob Models Trains. After I originally built this 5x9 section 40 years ago in my parents' barn, it's been moved around, stored different places, got wet, laid on its side, warped and rotted a bit. As you can see, we started removing the old track, preparing to install a new track, and laying down some really nice high quality substrate plywood for that purpose. And at this end, you can see that we've also started putting down some of our foam board. I'm not sure, I've seen other people do it exactly like this, but this is the way I like to do it. So we're rounding the edges, moving the leg back, and then this can be used I think it's going to work pretty good. It's been a long time coming. 45, 50-year-old section of the layout, ballasted, and everything's complete with the exception of finishing that bridge and putting new piers under that bridge. When I was doing this rework, I apparently misplaced the location of the river because I can't get the original Atlas piers that are supposed to fit in there to fit properly. Problem with this section coming across the river and the three tracks is that the piers don't really fit in there very well. You see this doesn't have room to sit down in there because the river's supposed to come way over here somehow. This one hangs off the side. Even this one interferes with the track down here. So I decided to resolve that with some different piers. The train's running this way and the river's running in a diagonal to it. So I put a pier that goes across with a diagonal underneath that it can sit on. It's up here that's a little bit smaller and fits better into the layout. And a piece that does go down the riverside. A similar issue with the piers that are the original Atlas piers on the double track bridge, especially in here. It's really tight. The original Atlas track plans called for taking two of these, cutting the ends off, gluing them together to span across the double track bridges, but I think they look a bit too toy-like, and they're also obtrusive. They get in the way because it's really tight under here. So what I'm working with is a poster board that you use for science projects, presentations, things like that. You get the dimensions here, mark it off, the dimensions on the end, the slope, and supports for the inside. Take some of my 1/2-inch foam board, cut these up, and cut it to 45, wind up making a little replacement trestle. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and scribe the bricks on here. I like using a scribe. It tends to work best. So what you want to do is pull it towards you so you don't want to poke into it, and carefully lay out your bricks. Like I said, maybe 25, 30 degrees. Pull it across. Make your brick lines. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. This one is a bit rough. So I'm going to fill that in. This is lightweight speckling. Basically just put it in the cracks, and smooth it off, and let it dry, and it carves out just about the same as the poster board does, so it works really well. It doesn't take very much. What I like to do is I come around the corners is to try and make it look like the bricks are continuous. And you'll have a short brick here, so it's long on that side. Long brick here, so the short end of it is over here. So you reference that as you go. Here's the bottom row is short, well it's long on this side, so it'll be short here. And just do every other one. I like to put a base coat of cool concrete. The ink and alcohol for a wash. Bring out the highlights. Really be sure your acrylic's dry. Be a little careful with this because it will take the paint right off. Make it peel, take it a wash, make it blood right off there. So just a warning. Well, I made toppings for my bridge piers and trimmed them to fit, and all the video was corrupted. So I'll show you how I do that. I made these a little bit taller than needed so that I could adjust them to fit once I got everything ready. And the top had to be shaved down, so I simply take my a hot wire cutter and use the protrusions on the end and get it in the right place. Stand it on a flat surface, and I just ran it under here, and each one took about twice. I shaved these little pieces off. And I'm not going to do this again because it would ruin it, but as an example, take this little piece of foam, say that's one of the bridge piers, just gently run it underneath there. And it removes that little layer off the bottom and reduces the height. After some measuring and leveling and fitting and shimming and trying to get everything straight and true, I'm ready to test fit our piers, which we also did a little weathering on, some dry brushing with some light gray and cinders and rust and stuff streaming down. So let's see if we can get these fit in here. For level,